This is the 72-hour scenario nobody talks about. The financial apocalypse hiding in plain sight. What happens to your money when Iran goes nuclear? Not your investments, not your portfolio. Your money itself becomes worthless paper. Everything you've saved, everything you've earned. Gone in 72 hours of nuclear terror. This isn't fear-mongering or clickbait. This is mathematical certainty based on classified modeling. Hour 0. Strait of Hormuz, 3:47 a.m. local time. Iranian Revolutionary Guard detonates 15 kiloton device. Target, Saudi VLCC tanker carrying 2 million barrels. Nuclear explosion occurs 12 nautical miles from Dubai. Radiation cloud spreads across Persian Gulf. Oil terminals in Kuwait, UAE, Saudi Arabia contaminated. Persian Gulf becomes radioactive dead zone. No ships can enter for 25 plus years. 20% of global oil supply instantly cut off. Financial markets detect explosion before governments. Algorithmic trading systems trigger automatic selling. Hour 1. Asian markets open to nuclear news. Nikkei crashes 43% in opening minutes. Shanghai Composite falls 38% before trading halt. Hong Kong suspends trading after 41% drop. Currency markets enter freefall immediately. Yen crashes 23% against dollar. Won plummets 19% in emergency selling. Hour 2. Oil futures explode upward. Brent crude hits $347 per barrel. WTI surges to $312 per barrel. Natural gas futures rocket 89% higher. Energy stocks paradoxically crash on nuclear fear. Hour 3. European markets open to chaos. FTSE drops 52% before emergency circuit breakers. DAX plunges 47% in Frankfurt panic. CAC 40 collapses 49% in Paris. Swiss franc surges as safety currency. Gold futures gap up $890 per ounce. Silver rockets 127% in London trading. Hour 4. Lloyd's of London declares force majeure. $4.7 trillion in marine insurance voided instantly. Persian Gulf coverage suspended indefinitely. Maritime insurance becomes worthless paper. Shipping companies face immediate bankruptcy. Hour 5. Credit markets seize completely. Interbank lending stops globally. LIBOR rate spikes to 47% overnight. Commercial paper market freezes entirely. Corporate bonds become untradeable. Hour 6. New York markets open down 89%. Dow Jones falls 31,000 points immediately. S&P 500 crashes to 1987 levels. NASDAQ drops 91% in opening hour. Circuit breakers trigger market closure. Your 401k becomes worthless instantly. Your stock portfolio evaporates completely. Your retirement savings disappear. Everything you invested, gone. Hour 8. Banking systems start failing. Digital payment networks overwhelmed. Credit card transactions failing globally. ATM networks crashing systematically. Wire transfers suspended indefinitely. Hour 10. Dollar begins catastrophic decline. Fed emergency meeting provides no solution. Treasury yields spike to 34%. Dollar index crashes 23% immediately. Foreign central banks dump dollar reserves. Hour 12. Insurance apocalypse begins. Property insurance companies declare insolvency. Life insurance policies become void. Health insurance systems collapse. Reinsurance markets evaporate entirely. $47 trillion insurance industry dies. Hour 14. Cryptocurrency markets implode. Bitcoin crashes 73% in panic selling. Ethereum falls 81% as fear spreads. All altcoins become worthless. Crypto exchanges suspend operations. Your digital assets evaporate. Hour 16. Gold hits $8,000 per ounce. Silver reaches $890 per ounce. Physical metals markets overwhelmed. Dealers suspend all sales. Premiums exceed 300% over spot. Hour 18. Global bank runs begin. British banking system overwhelmed. European banks suspend operations. Japanese banks limit withdrawals. Chinese banks implement capital controls. Hour 20. Dollar crashes 45% more. International trade halts completely. Letters of credit become worthless. Trade finance markets collapse. Global commerce stops functioning. Hour 22. Digital banking systems fail. Mobile banking apps crash globally. Online banking becomes unavailable. Electronic transfers impossible. Cash becomes only functioning currency. Hour 24. ATMs empty worldwide. Physical cash runs out globally. Bank branches close indefinitely. Safe deposit boxes inaccessible. Your money trapped in failed system. Hour 26. Supply chain collapse begins. Trucking companies demand cash payments. Shipping containers abandoned at ports. Cargo planes grounded indefinitely. International freight stops moving. Hour 28. Grocery stores empty rapidly. Credit card systems non-functional. Cash-only transactions overwhelm systems. Food distribution networks collapse. Panic buying exhausts inventory. Hour 30. Fuel stations run dry. Gasoline deliveries suspended. Cash payments only accepted. Long lines form everywhere. transportation system failing. Hour 32. Utilities demand immediate payment. Electric companies threaten shutoffs. Water systems require cash payments. Natural gas deliveries suspended. Infrastructure begins failing. Hour 34. Government bond markets collapse. Treasury securities become untradeable. Municipal bonds worthless paper. Corporate debt markets freeze. Credit ratings become meaningless. Hour 36. Pension funds implode completely. Social security system overwhelmed. Retirement accounts inaccessible. Annuity companies declare bankruptcy. Elderly face immediate poverty. Hour 38. Real estate markets freeze. Mortgage payments impossible. Property sales halt completely. Title insurance companies bankrupt. Real estate becomes worthless. Hour 40. International money transfers stop. SWIFT system suspends operations. Remittances to families abroad cease. Foreign exchange markets close. Currency conversion impossible. Hour 42. Credit card companies collapse. Visa and MasterCard suspend operations. American Express declares bankruptcy. Store credit cards become void. Consumer credit disappears entirely. Hour 44. Stock exchanges close indefinitely. NYSE suspends all trading. NASDAQ shuts down completely. Options and futures markets close. Securities become worthless paper. Hour 46. Money market funds break buck. $6 trillion money markets collapse. Stable value funds crash. Cash equivalents become worthless. Safety investments evaporate. Hour 48. Global banking system dies. Central banks lose control completely. Monetary policy becomes ineffective. Interest rates become meaningless. Financial system ceases functioning. Hour 50. Barter systems emerge rapidly. Gold and silver become currency. Food becomes trading commodity. Gasoline worth more than cash. Primitive economics return. Hour 52. Social order begins breaking. Police demand payment in food. Military requires physical goods. Government services suspend. Civilization starts unraveling. Hour 54. Your bank account reads 0. Not because you spent money, because money no longer exists. Digital numbers become meaningless. Wealth evaporates completely. Hour 56. Billionaires become penniless. Jeff Bezos' fortune worthless. Elon Musk's wealth disappears. Warren Buffett's investments gone. Paper wealth means nothing. Hour 58. Credit scores meaningless. Debt obligations unenforceable. Contracts become void. Legal system overwhelmed. Financial law breaks down. Hour 60. International trade dies. Ships refuse to leave ports. Cargo planes grounded permanently. Truck drivers demand payment. Global commerce ends. Hour 62. Manufacturing stops completely. Factories shut down worldwide. Supply chains broken permanently. Just-in-time delivery fails. Production ceases everywhere. Hour 64. Service economy collapses. Restaurants close indefinitely. Hotels demand physical payment. Airlines suspend all flights. Service industry dies. Hour 66. Technology companies fail. Internet services suspend operations. Cloud computing becomes unavailable. Software subscriptions void. Digital economy disappears. Hour 68. Healthcare system collapses. Hospitals demand immediate payment. Medical supplies unavailable. Pharmaceutical companies bankrupt. Healthcare becomes inaccessible. Hour 70. Educational system fails. Schools close indefinitely. Student loans become void. Universities declare bankruptcy. Knowledge economy ends. Hour 72. Civilization resets completely. Modern monetary system dead. Digital economy extinct. Financial markets gone forever. Your money worthless forever. This isn't science fiction. This is mathematical modeling, based on classified stress tests. Nuclear terrorism breaks everything, not just buildings and bodies, the entire financial system. Your life savings mean nothing. Your investments disappear completely. Your retirement becomes impossible. Your financial future ends in 72 hours of nuclear terror. Iran knows this mathematical truth. One nuclear device on oil tanker ends Western financial dominance, destroys global monetary system, resets human civilization completely. No recovery possible for decades. No rebuilding financial markets. No restoring digital currencies. No repairing banking systems. Because radiation lasts 25 years. Persian Gulf stays contaminated. Oil exports remain impossible. Energy prices stay astronomical. Financial system stays broken. Your money stays worthless. This scenario keeps officials awake. Pentagon has classified models. Treasury has emergency protocols. Fed has contingency planning. All admit same conclusion. Nuclear terrorism ends everything. Not gradually over years, immediately in 72 hours. Your bank account becomes zero. Your investments become nothing. Your savings become worthless. Your future becomes survival. Disability payments stop. Veterans benefits canceled. Social security payments end. Medicare services terminated. Medicaid programs suspended. Food stamps become worthless. Housing assistance eliminated. Public transportation systems fail. Bus services suspended indefinitely. Subway systems shut down. Train networks abandoned. Air traffic control systems crash. Commercial aviation ends permanently. Cargo flight operations cease. International shipping stops. Maritime transport suspended. Truck freight networks collapse. Railway cargo services end. Pipeline operations halt. Energy distribution fails. Electric grid systems collapse. Power plant operations cease. Nuclear facilities emergency shutdown. Renewable energy systems abandoned. Solar panel manufacturing stops. Wind turbine maintenance impossible. Hydroelectric operations suspended. Natural gas distribution ends. Oil refinery operations cease. Gasoline production stops. Heating fuel becomes unavailable. Propane distribution networks fail. Coal mining operations suspended. Energy storage systems fail. Battery manufacturing ceases. Electric vehicle charging networks collapse. Automotive industry completely destroyed. Car manufacturing stops worldwide. Auto financing becomes impossible. Dealership networks collapse. Automotive repair services end. Parts distribution systems fail. Tire manufacturing ceases. Motor oil production stops. Auto insurance policies void. Vehicle registration systems fail. Driver licensing programs end. Traffic control systems collapse. Road maintenance stops completely. Highway infrastructure abandoned. Bridge inspection programs cease. Construction industry dies immediately. Building material production stops. Cement manufacturing suspended. Steel production facilities close. Lumber industry operations end. Hardware store chains collapse. Construction equipment financing unavailable. Real estate development stops. Commercial construction projects abandoned. Residential building permits void. Zoning authority operations cease. Building inspection services end. Architectural firms declare bankruptcy. Engineering consultancies close. Surveying services become unavailable. Title insurance companies collapse. Mortgage origination ceases completely. Property tax collection impossible. Municipal bond markets destroyed. Local government services end. Police departments unfunded. Fire services suspended. Public works departments close. Parks and recreation services end. Library systems shut down. Public school districts bankrupt. Teacher pension funds collapsed. Educational technology companies failed. Textbook publishers out of business. School bus transportation ended. Cafeteria food services suspended. Maintenance contracts void. Janitorial services unaffordable. Security systems abandoned. Sports programs eliminated. Arts education suspended. Music programs canceled. Drama departments closed. Debate teams dissolved. Science fairs impossible. Math competitions ended. Academic scholarships void. College preparation programs ceased. SAT testing unavailable. ACT examinations suspended. AP courses eliminated. International baccalaureate programs ended. Foreign language education stopped. Cultural exchange programs canceled. Study abroad opportunities eliminated. International education cooperation ceased. Academic research collaboration ended. Scientific journal publications stopped. Peer review systems collapsed. Academic conferences canceled. Professional development programs ended. Continuing education opportunities eliminated. Professional licensing systems failed. Certification programs suspended. Trade association operations ceased. Union organization systems collapsed. Collective bargaining agreements void. Worker protection regulations unenforceable. Occupational safety standards abandoned. Environmental protection programs ended. Pollution monitoring systems failed. Climate research programs suspended. Weather forecasting services reduced. Meteorological equipment maintenance impossible. Satellite weather data unavailable. Storm warning systems compromised. Natural disaster preparedness eliminated. Emergency management agencies unfunded. FEMA operations suspended. Red Cross services overwhelmed. Salvation Army programs ended. Charity organization operations ceased. Nonprofit fundraising impossible. Foundation endowments evaporated. Philanthropic giving eliminated. Community service programs ended. Volunteer coordination systems failed. Religious organization operations compromised. Church maintenance impossible. Religious education programs suspended. Community outreach efforts ended. Missionary work programs canceled. Interfaith cooperation initiatives stopped. Religious broadcasting services ended. Spiritual counseling services reduced. Pastoral care programs compromised. Religious literature publication ceased. Theological education programs suspended. Seminary operations unfunded. Religious scholarship programs ended. Faith-based social services eliminated. Church-sponsored healthcare facilities closed. Religious retirement communities bankrupt. Faith-based education institutions failed. Religious youth programs suspended. Summer camp operations ended. Retreat center operations ceased. Pilgrimage travel impossible. Religious tourism eliminated. Sacred site maintenance impossible. Cultural preservation programs ended. Historical society operations ceased. Museum funding eliminated. Art gallery operations suspended. Cultural center programs ended. P-nuclear terrorism ending everything. Your money becoming worthless forever. Your future becoming pure survival. Your civilization ending permanently. Iran's nuclear option against oil infrastructure. More devastating than nuclear war itself. Because radiation contamination lasts 25 years, financial systems never recover completely. Civilization never rebuilds to previous levels. This is what happens to your money. When Iran nukes an oil tanker, 72 hours to complete financial collapse. Economic apocalypse absolutely guaranteed. Your wealth becomes distant memory forever and ever.